welcome back. In our ongoing series of the Mission Possible, this is MP5-2 Pools Part 3. We're going to cover the 5 different pools you have to choose from, the starting APRs, since now the farm is actually up and running, a couple of options or examples you can use, multipliers, the F&F, which is the fill and fall, just a brief touch on the reality of the animal farm and how everybody's perspective is. Now, if you need in-depth information on the dog pound, please watch MP22. It's going to cover everything you need to know about the dog pound. Then we're going to just briefly touch on the auto compound versus the linear pool. And of course, the animal farm flow chart that Forex provided from him and the team, and creating your own individual COPs. Let's engage. All right, so snapshot of the APRs on the 5th of November. Now, our APRs are, granted, they're not in the thousands, but these are some great APRs in order for you to help you reach your financial goal. So we just took a small snapshot here. So remember, the goal is to make the money in the faucet, then move it to the pool. The goal of Forex and the team is to make it so once you purchase that asset, you never have to sell it, just live off the dividends. So a good example, BUSD. You deposit your BUSD, you're going to earn dogs in here. Then, of course, then your circle of prosperity goes from that point on. But a $10,000 investment into the BUSD pool at 136% APR is like 0.37% per day. So on a $10,000 investment, you're talking $37 a day or $1,100 a month just from one pool. So you can hit your financial goal or your fire numbers just by being in the right pool. That's another example. Now, Cake is one of the highest performing pools out there, even still today when the video was made. A $10,000 investment in the Cake pool at 353% is 0.96% a day. That's almost the same as the 1% we're getting from the drip faucet. So you can make $96 a day or $2,900 a month just from being in the Cake pool. So having a couple of stakes in the pools, a couple in the farms, as well as your faucet, you can create avenues and streams to hit your fire number. Now, the multiplier. The multiplier represents the portion of the coin or token rewards each pool receives as a portion of the token produced in each block. That's what you have to remember. A good example, if the 15X farm would receive 15 tokens per block. Now, the Rat B&B farm, or most of the farms are all Forex farms. I don't know if he did that as a cliche, the Forex, but they're all 4X farms. And also remember that the rewards emissions are variable and based on the dynamic supply control algorithm. Ours are not like the others. In times of high or low demand, the emissions will increase or decrease, but the allocation percentages will also always remain true to the multiplier. Bam. Okay, the F&F. I know you've heard me say it before and discuss it, especially before the farms opened up, because we knew what happened in the last time the farms and the Manor Farm that preceded that. Simply, it's just as where the crowd moves to, the APR goes the opposite direction. And we saw that on opening day. Good example, like I said, Cake was at 73,000%. Boom! And we see where Cake is now down to 360-something%. But it's all good. Just going to have to keep an eye on the farms and the TVLs, and just remember your options. You're a legend. You have options. Number one, you can put your deposit in there and just leave it in there after you see that it's stabilized and just let it go. Or you can do the money movement strategy and move it from, Cake is 350%. However, the BUSD pool is 400%. Then you move your money over there. Then you wait another couple of days and you see another pool. Oh, this one's 400%, 50%. You move it around accordingly. Just remember, you do have your deposit fees and withdrawal fees to account for. And then, of course, option number 3, if it's based 100% on the tokens that you have in your wallet. If you just had BUSD laying there, or if you had the Cake laying there, or you have Bitcoin laying there, or ETH, then those are the pools you go for. You don't convert them, because this is your investment. You have your 3 Bitcoins that you have there. They sit in your wallet not earning anything. You can have your Bitcoin earning you 162%. Come on. So you wake up them comatose tokens, deposit them in there, and whatever you put there today, in 6 months, you're still going to have 3 Bitcoin. You're not going to lose your Bitcoin now. If it's going to fluctuate in the value, that's going to fluctuate no matter where you have it. Unless you go into the BUSD pool, which is a stable coin, it's $1. It's $1 today. You put $10,000 in there today, and in 90 days, you're still going to have $10. Now, your BTC, for example, it could be valued at, your 1 BTC could be 16,000, and then in 90 days, Bitcoin went back up and it's $100,000. Boom. Okay, let's go back where we were. Okay, so those are the options for the legends, where it's always about options. Now, a lot of the YouTubers and some of the drippers were just, I don't want to say complaining. They just viewed the farm as just being there for the whales. It's not. Forex truly made it for everybody. And it's the thing of that you just got to get in where you fit in. It's just take your time to get to where you want to go. And it's going to take time to build your position. Just like in the faucet. You don't go into the faucet. Nobody went into the faucet with 27,000 coins. Nobody. Everybody grew it from whatever they grew it from 10,000 tokens, drip coins, or from 10. That's just the way it is. It's a marathon and not a 100-yard dash. Once you decide and devise your strategies and create your COPs and set your goals, you engage. This is all about you. This is your situation, is just that. It's yours. So yours is going to be different from mine, going to be different from Tom, going to be different from Sally. It's going to be different from everybody. You know where you want to go. You know where you're starting from. You know where you want to go. And you know your time frame. That's what you base it on. And then which pools or farms you get into, that's going to be based on the tokens that you have or tokens that you want to purchase. If you know that Bitcoin is one of the long-term holes you want to get, you can purchase your Bitcoin and stick it into the pool. It's options, legends. It's all about the options. And again, don't worry about what my wallet looks like compared to the next person's wallet, because mine definitely don't look like Stunners. Definitely don't look like Rays. But you don't hear me complaining. My situation is different. I was already retired before Drip was even created. So it's different from me. My goal with my Drip wallets, the 6 of them, is totally different from what yours are going to be. Let's move on. And like I always say, legends, we operate legendarily, and we always operate with options. Now, you do have the option of DCAing, which is the dollar cost averaging in, or doing a lump sum deposit. You know my view. Now, I don't offer no financial advice on DCAing versus the lump sum deposit, especially when it's a compounding option that you're using. So you do what's best for you. And if you want limited funds, you're starting your farms in your pools wherever you can. GIFI, get in where you fit in. Don't worry about me. If you only have $100 to invest per month instead of the $1,200 and the $12,000, the $1,200 in one shot, then that's what you do. You do your $100 a month, and you do what's best for you. Because like I say, only you know your numbers. And of course, again, I'm going to keep re-emphasizing this because people keep forgetting to use the Coma tokens that you have in your wallet. If you got that BTC laying there, that ETH laying there, that Link laying there, just doing nothing. And a lot of folks were big on Cake back then. If you know that Cake was one of your big investments, and to get it at $3, $4 now, and Cake was up in the 40s before, get the Cake, stake it in there. Let it do what it's going to do. Let it earn you some dogs. And again, give yourself some ample time. Stick to your strategies, your goals, and your COPs. Now, the auto compound versus the linear. You have the auto compounding pool, which you just deposit your dogs into the pool. You're going to earn BNB and pigs. The B&B that you earn is split in half. So if you earn $100 in B&B, they're going to take $50 of that and buy some B&B. Excuse me, buy some dogs. Then they're going to take them dogs and what's left of the B&B, pair it together, and send it over there to the farm, to the dogs in the rat B&B farm for you automatically. You don't have to do anything. It does it for you automatically once a day. Now, being that you stake your dogs into the auto compounding pool, it will reduce your taxes at the rate of 1% per day from 90 down to 6%. Now, the linear pool, you just deposit your dogs in there and you just earn straight B&B. So you go in there each day, pull out your B&B and do whatever you're going to do to it. Move it into your circle of prosperity. You can move it from there, move it into the B&B pool, or swap it for pigs or whatever you're going to do. And being in the linear pool, it will reduce your tax 0.75% per day from the 90% down to the 6%. Like I said, for more information on the dog pound, please watch MP22. It's a lot more in-depth and it's all 100% focused on the dog pound pools of the linear and the auto compounding pool. This is the flow chart that we were provided by Forex. This is to help you create your COPs. You can even see them here where it says deposit and withdraw. You can use to fund your drip and the drip faucet, the individual vault. So you can just go with the flows. You can say, well, I want to earn this. I want to earn dogs. You can stake your dogs, build loyalty score, and you earn pigs. Excuse me. So create your COPs. You have all the farms here. You have your pools here, as well as the piggy bank. So you have many, many, many options to choose from when you're creating your COPs. Create your COPs based on the tokens that you have for one, or the tokens that you want. Base it on your strategy. Base it on whether you want to earn dogs or pigs. Because remember, it's a big difference if you're earning dogs or pigs. Because if you're earning the dogs, you have to, once you earn them, you're going to have to stake them somewhere and get them from the 90% tax all the way down to the 6%. That is going to take time. If time is not of the essence and you have plenty of time, then that's fine. Or you're going to have to look at earning the pigs. Because once you get the pigs, you throw them in the pig pen, you start earning your BUSD the next day. You don't have to worry about the taxes on it. That's one very, 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 very important point. I'm going to make sure I add that into the next DD. Here's an example. You have your fiat cash. It's worthless, really. You purchase some B&B and you deposit your B&B into the Wrap B&B pool. Now, from the Wrap B&B pool, you're going to earn your dog tokens. So you're going to go in there, you're going to hit with the claim, you're going to claim your dog tokens out. You're going to take them and place them into the linear pool. Now, from the linear pool, like I said, you're going to earn straight B&B. So you can take that B&B that you earn in the linear pool each day, and you can now adjust your percentages according to your goals to get your desired cash flow. If you know you need $1,000 from this particular pool for your fire number, then that's what you do. If not, then you just do whatever you're going to do with it. But like I said, you adjust these accordingly. So if you're making $100 a day, you can take $50 and put it into your wallet for you to go pay your bills, whatever you're going to do with it, and then take the other $50 and reinvest it and continue your circle of prosperity. That's what you do. So if it needs to be 90-10, 80-20, 70-30, whatever your ratio is, adjust it accordingly based on your goals. And this is just a simple example of a COP. Because after here, then it would just go right back here. You go right back in here. And then after a while, you have your dogs are working for you here because you're going to have so many dogs in here that this is going to be way up there. So you were doing $100 now, then 12 months later, instead of $100 a day, you're making $1,000 a day. Then out of $1,000, you can say, okay, well, I'm going to take $500 out and keep $500 flowing back in here. And this, like Forex said, over time, this is going to be crazy. Now, instead of from $100, you went to $1,000. Now you're making $5,000 a day or $2,500 a day, because this is continually growing because you're continually adding in there. This is just like a dividend stock. And then the thing is, you never have to sell or withdraw this B&B that you have here. That's the sole purpose of excuse me, like Forex created it. Like he said, he wants you to purchase the asset like the rich folks do and live off the dividends. So you purchase that BNB one time, you put it in here, live off the dividends, never having to sell this. Boom. Out brief. We discussed the different pools we had to choose from. Now the pools only earn dogs. We had I don't know, no, we didn't have it. So all you can earn is the dog tokens. You can't earn any pigs through it. We looked at an example of the APRs that we had in the beginning. And like I said, you're going to have to just monitor them as according to whichever pool that you're in. We looked at some of the examples and the options that you have to invest. We discussed what the multiplier was. F&F, where you wherever the crowd runs and they jumping in, that particular APR is going to fall fast. Then once they start evening out like they are right now, look at what your goal is and get in there where you fit in. And of course, the reality, like I say, it's a marathon and not a 100-yard dash. Again, if you need more in-depth information on the dog pound, please watch MP22 on the dog pound. We discussed briefly the auto compound versus the linear pool. We looked at the animal farm flowchart, and we did discuss creating your individual COPs. And as always, legends, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. If I need to create an MP for your answer, I will. If I can answer simply in the comments, I will. If I don't know, because I'm not going to sit here and say I know everything, I will find out. I will hit some of my fellow YouTubers up, and I will get the answer. Now, remember, this is for informational educational purposes only. Never intended as any type of financial advice because I am not a financial advisor. So don't be taking this as no financial advice. Just presenting some information to help you make the most educated decision that you can, especially when it comes to the pools. With that being said, always remember the three. Number one, crypto is an individual endeavor. You do what's best for you, your family, and your family's finances, because it's all on your shoulders to make the best decision that you can. Number two, we have the best development department and the best community, hands down, unmatched in all of DeFi and all of crypto. We are 100 strong. If you haven't seen that special edition on the Drip Occult, please check it out. And also, number three, increasing your knowledge to reduce your risk. Use the MPs. Create your own MP playlist. The MPs cover every single component or part of the drip and the animal farm ecosystem. Find the one that's going to help you and answer your questions, to help you get in, navigate throughout, and profit from that particular part of the ecosystem. That's why the MPs were created. Now, legends, please continue to like, please continue to share, please continue to comment. You legends are why I do what I do. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Keep sharing the love. And to all of my legends, engage.